Triumph T120 black maintenance. I am going to change the spark plugs, and this is the spark plug. As you take off the cap, you have to wiggle it backwards and forwards. But what I have noticed is the tank is in the way. I cannot, as you can see, there's the spark plug. I cannot clear the spark plug because the tank's in the way. Or maybe I can. Oh yes, I can. So I am going to change the spark plugs. It's a bit of a wiggle. I was going to remove the seat and lift up the tank a little bit, but it seems that I can actually do it. All right, so for this process, I'm using a deep 9/16 1/4 drive socket. Here's the socket. Now we place it over the spark plug. There's the spark plug in place. Take our ratchet handle. We have our socket in. We attach our ratchet handle, and there, and out it comes, and just ratchet it off. Now, as far as I know, these have got one hell of a thread on them. Very, very long thread. So it's going to take a while to come out. 7. Oh look, they've painted new numbers. All right, rabbit. Now, cut some of this out. And there is the plug. Do a close up on the gap. So the spark plug has a gap. I'm going to use this feeler gauge. Feeler gauge goes in there. And this is a, I don't know if you can see that, 0.85 feeler gauge. So I'm going to set the new spark plug to that as well. Now here's my my feeler gauge. Don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to slide it there, and the gap is correct. It is the same gap as what I took out. So we're going to add some copper slip anti-seize to the thread of the spark plug, so it makes it easier to get out next time. So this is the amount that I'm going to use. It is a tiny, tiny amount of anti-seize, because that is all you need. As you can see, tiny amount. And there you can see inside. This is where it's going to go. And I'm going to, oh, I got in the way, put it out of the way. I am going to place that in there, and very gently I'm going to, screw the spark plug into its hole with my fingertips. If I feel any resistance, I will remove it. Now, Freddie Dobbs, on his Bonneville, has stripped the threads of his cylinder head where the spark plug goes, which is a horrible thing to have happen. Really horrible. He could have used a helicoil, but helicoils I always find is a hit and miss situation. Good. Now I've got the spark plug in finger tight. We're going to put my 9/16 deep socket in, turned it another quarter turn. Take my ratchet. Oh God, come on. This is off camera. Turn it to tighten. And we're going to tighten it up. Now we don't tighten too tight. It's just tight enough, but not too tight. It has a crush washer on it. There we go. Tight. I've set the torque wrench to 18 Newton meters. I'm going to place it over the spark plug, ratchet it down, there, 2, 3. The Royal Air Force taught me to always go 3 clicks, and that's it. That is torqued up. Now I'm going to endeavour with one hand to get the spark plug cover back on, and there it is. And for the other side it is exactly the same. But and these are the tools that I used. I had some anti-stick, anti-seize compound. I used a small ratchet with a converter on it to that size, and a 9/16 deep socket, a feeler gauge, and a small torque wrench. All the tools I needed to do a spark plug change.